I'm Chris Cullen, I'm the Development Director at Trinity School. We have just done a feature called Talking Heads, a very interesting idea which we got from a certain John Reynolds. Thinking was to actually try and introduce our school to parents and students in this country and more importantly all around the world, because we had found that we could actually get parents to come to the school and be very successful in recruiting afterwards. But when you've got parents from overseas, they may not necessarily be able to get there. So how do you get the school to go to there? We have to do it in talking heads. We interviewed, first of all, a number of our students from overseas countries, both in English to show their prowess in English and then again in their own language. And then we interviewed our own staff, most of whom were terrified at the idea, but actually they did it extraordinarily well. So we managed to capture their character on film, or rather the interviewer managed to capture that. It wasn't really a long process, it was a very dedicated process, and we had to get our acting gear and find time for people to dedicate to it, but each interview only took about 15 minutes. I think the technical side after that John Reynolds had to do took him a lot longer, and he did it brilliantly in getting it down into 2-minute tranches. So he, as the interviewer, knew what we were trying to promote to the parents around the world and got the message across extremely well. I think most companies would actually say, where do you advertise? And it's in directories, in newspapers, in the latest person who phones you up and says, will you advertise with us? I think now with digital technology, you've got to think about it even more carefully. In fact, we're now thinking about the talking ads that you might have up on a billboard and using all sorts of technology that I know John is very good at looking at.
Hi, my name's Chloe. I've just finished my time at Trinity where I was head girl. When I was asked to do this, I jumped at the chance because I had such a brilliant time at Trinity. Now I'd love you to meet teachers who made my time so special, so click here. It'll
make other people's websites look so boring. Unfortunately, many schools do standard websites. Some are prettier than others and nicer colours, but effectively we've all got the same message to get across. And what you've got to do is to make your own school or company stand out from the crowd. The trick is actually getting the right questions answered and getting someone from outside to ask those questions from a different angle. Because we can all get very entrenched in our own schools of what we think people want, but it's getting that little bit of something that is different.